Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Daf Yomi Ketuvoth 11a. The Sugya is about Gair Katan. The Gemara talks about having a Gairus of a Katan, of a young child, before Bar Mitzvah age. His parents bring him to convert. Discussion between Rashi, Tosfot, is it what about if the mother's bringing him to convert? And the simple halacha is that we convert him at a young age. When he gets older, he can choose against it as he first turns bar mitzvah. But till then, it's considered to be geirat. Many say geirat midaoraita. The basic idea is that we are doing this even though he is a katan, because zachan ladim shelo b'fanav. This is considered to be a great zechut, a privilege, a merit for him. A lot of wonderful discussions in the poskim on exactly who is bringing him. Rashi and Tosfot discuss that. Another question is, how does zachan la'adam work? Do we not say that that's from aspect of shlichut, the zechut, and therefore the one who is being mezakeh him is he's a shliach for him, and is not a shliach for a child or for a guy, and he's still a guy at the point of shlichut. That's a discussion in the poskim. Another discussion in the poskim and the commentaries is where is Mila in the Sugya. The Gemara talks about Matvilin, it doesn't talk about Brit Mila. So these are all wonderful, wonderful parts of the Sugya. One point that I'll add on is that it says that it's a zechut for him. How the technical parts of zechut work, that we mentioned that question, but it's a zechut. But the Gemara says there is one qualification. As long as he is not a gadol. It talks about an eved who's a gadol. Going ahead and changing him around is not simple at all. But he's a katan. He's lo tam chait. He did not yet taste the tam of chait. He's still a young boy or a young girl. And therefore, objectively, the life of Yadut is going to be a zechut for him. But if he already is in a certain mold, a certain pattern of following after his taivas, his desires, his instinctual life, then it's not considered to be a zechut, because it's just going to be possibly an overwhelming challenge for him. But it's an amazing lesson here, both in terms of the Geirat halacha and in terms of hashkaf and chinuch in general. That in terms of Geirat, once he's a gadol, he's in a certain lifestyle, it's just too hard. But if he's still young, then Yadus is a beautiful zechut for him. And then even for people growing up in the Jewish world, we have to be so careful. We certainly never want to oppress our children and our students. On the other hand, you let them, give them freedom too much in their younger years in terms of their dress and their lifestyle and the way they speak to parents and this and that. Chutzpah, you give them a certain leeway, too much leeway, and they're already tam dechait in terms of the dress, the chutzpah, the attitude, shmirah halacha, and you just give them that freedom. Then, as they are old and you want them to change in a certain way, if they're already tam dechait, it could be a very Herculean challenge to go ahead and make that change. That's just a side point regarding chinuch. But the main sugya, of course, is geirat of a katan, that we do go ahead and consider it zechut. We overcome the issues of shlichut of a guy and shlichut of a katan. That's the Tosfot on the big Tosfot that discusses that. And it truly is considered to be the ultimate zechut, that a guy is now able to go ahead and live the life of a Jew with a tayyag mitzvot. Shalom.